Hi, everybody. This is Shiv at shivsfit. This is week 3 of Lockdown Challenge, and we are into our 30-minute ab sessions, 15 minutes of cardio, 15 minutes of abs every day here for 5 days this week. This is day 2. So, as usual, I hope you have done your warm up and got yourself nice and warm. Make your intention. Mine is to be positive today. You'll see a thumbnail with the first tattoo that I ever got, which is to remind me of where I'm going. I got that in San Francisco, I think in 2014 when I was living there for a few months. And you'll see at the bottom, instead of a S for South, it's got a B plus, which is my motto for life. It's to be positive, and it's also my blood type. So if I get into a horrible accident, God willing, I won't. Hopefully, somebody will be able to work that out and save me. So make your intention today. I'm getting myself set up here. I'm going to, as usual, talk you through the exercises that we're going to do, the 5 cardio moves we're going to do 3 times around, and the 5 abs moves we're going to do 3 times around. I've got them all written down here in my Google Doc, and I'm trying to decide which one I'm going to do. And I think we are going to do this one. So the first of our cardio exercises is we're going to touch the floor and then do a almost like a floor jumping jack. So squat down, touch the floor, and then come up. If you want to do a bit more of an advanced session, you can touch the floor and then do like a jack. And if you're more of a beginner, then just take a wide stance and either just do a squat or just touch the floor and come up like that and rest. That's exercise number 1. 2 is our Russian Cossack kick, although it's not a true Cossack kick, because I think if it was, we'd have to be down here sort of extending our legs, and I don't think my knees will be able to do that today. So instead, we're going to stand here, arms across us, and just kick out. Again, if you're a beginner, just do heel to floor touches like that for the duration of the 40 seconds. Remember, we're doing 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off. Exercise number 3 will be a skater jump. So imagine if you've ever skied or skated on the ice, and if you haven't, it doesn't matter. We're going to do jumps from side to side, landing on each leg. So I'll show you one in slow motion first. So we're going to jump to the side on our right leg, left leg will come up behind us, and then left leg will jump to that, right leg behind us, and you can see as I'm crossing my arms across my body, it looks like I'm skating. So the advanced the beginner version will be exactly that, just moving from side to side. The advanced version will actually be jumping. You want to take a second as you land, try and land as softly as you can, take a second here, up the pace if you want to do that in a more advanced style. Exercise 4 will be simple, fast feet. So take a little bend of the knee here, arms up, and then we just want to run as quickly as we can for 40 seconds. Number 5 will be a mountain climber. So mountain climber position here, and then just in. This is legs, 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 and abs. So now for our abs exercises, we're going to do a couple of different ones we haven't done today. The first is going to be I've just lost my place here. First is going to be what we call a Sicilian crunch. So usually in the gym, you do, and we'll try that this week actually, because we're going to do some sessions with things that we find at home, canned goods, stuff like that, just to up the intensity a little bit. So usually in the gym, you do this crunch with a dumbbell that you would hold. You have like a regular squat position here. Move around a little, move that out of the way. So imagine you have your dumbbell here behind you, and you just want to lift up and pulse up like that. Keep the arms straight, and you don't want the arms to move like this as you're going. You want to keep them completely straight so that the whole of your body, from your torso, pelvic, your pelvis, to the tips of your hands, are all sort of moving in unison. That's a Sicilian crunch, as far as I remember. Now, the second cardio will be a reverse crunch. So classic reverse crunch. head, neck, shoulders on the floor. Use your muscles to bring your knees up to your chest. Don't use any of your leg muscles to bring yourselves up. You really want to use your lower abs to do that. So that's our reverse crunch. Third and fourth will be good ones for the obliques, and this is a jackknife. So lying on the side, do this way so you can see this. On the side, hands to the ears here, and you want to lift the legs up to jackknife and really feel that in the obliques. If you want to do this as a more beginner version, you could just lift the leg up while you stay, the rest of your body stays flat on the floor. If you want more advanced version, you can try and crunch as your legs come up, your upper body to come up as well. You're not going to be able to get the whole thing off the floor, but you can crunch up like that. We'll flip over. We'll do the other side. Hopefully you can see this. I am my own cameraman, and I'm using my iPhone and all of my other great technology to do this, but it does mean that we have to compromise a little bit on the angles and things like that. So that's 3 and 4, and then number 5, this is a really hard one, but I love this one. This is a negative crunch. So usually, again, at the gym, you do this where if you can have some weight on your feet to stop you from like pulling up. Now what we do is, this is like a standard crunch position. Hold your hands to your chest, cross like this, and then you just want to lean back a little, as far as you can that's comfortable. Keep the back straight, and you just want to pulse up and down, right? So you want to go down and then up. So whereas the usual crunch would be sort of from here, moving upwards, we want to up the ante a little bit here by coming up a little bit further and then going down as far as we can. It's going to be a little bit hard if you don't have weight on your feet or if your core is not super strong, but that's okay. Just go as far as you can until you feel that here and then come up again. So those are our 5 abs exercises. I'm going to start my timer. Have this ready here so I can remember it, and we're going to start with our floor jacks. So 40 seconds of jacks starting now. Like I say, you can touch it down, opposite hand. Alternate the hands that are touching the floor. If you want a bit more advanced movement, you can touch, jump, jump, jump. It's a little bit of a mix of matching different exercises there. But I really want you to start to up the intensity today. We're going to be going to 40 minutes next week, 20 cardio, 20 abs. Okay, 20 seconds of rest. And then I'm going to start with our, what I call Russian kicks. So arms folded in front of you. If you're a beginner, just do a heel to floor touch. Otherwise, go for it with a little kick in 3. I've got to put my trainers on today. They're outside in the other room. That's okay. Exercise 2 down. 3 is our skater jumps, remember? So for our beginners, just move from side to side, cross the leg behind you. If you want a bit more of an advanced movement, add a little jump in, cross the arms across the chest, try and touch a shoulder, with your opposite hand. Land softly. Take a second as you land just to feel that in the legs, in the bum, in the sides. Okay, next exercise is our fast feet. I'm knackered today, so I'm doing this fasted. I haven't had anything to eat, nothing to drink, rolled out of bed to do this, as you can tell. Okay, let's go. Quick as you can. Try and maintain that little bend here. You can see what it'll look like from the side. Got about 15 seconds to go here. Imagine holding a ball in front of you. And rest for mountain climbers. So I find it really good for your metabolism if you can do these fasted, like first thing in the morning, roll out of bed, do your meditation, do your exercise, you're done for the day. But I think it really does help kick the metabolism into gear. Oh, round one down. If you can do one round, you can do two. If you can do two, you can do three. So let's get back to our floor jacks. Touch the floor with each hand. Oh. I do recommend you drink a lot of water, particularly if you're doing a lot of exercise. But anyway, water is fundamental for energy, digestion, skin, hair health. Let's do our Russian kicks. And then we'll move into our skater jumps. You'll feel this in the shoulders too. Particularly with our mountain climbers as well. So, it's a tough one. Don't know why I designed it this way. I'm doing it with you. Stick with me. We're going to make it all the way through. Let's go for skater jumps. This is a great one to practice your lightness of touch. How lightly can you softly land so the neighbours downstairs don't hear you? If you have neighbours downstairs. Two, one, and then we'll move into our fast feet, mountain climbers, and then one more round, and we're halfway through our 30-minute hit. So assume the position, let's go really fast, go turn around so you can see me this way, back to the front. I'm watching the clock a lot today, as you can tell. Starting to get harder. That's the point, right? When you're sweating a lot, you know you're working hard. Keep that motivation and that momentum going. Final exercise of this set, down for mountain climbers, then one more time around, and then abs. All right, mountain climber position here, let's go. Oh my goodness. One more round. If you get really out of breath like me, very good trick is you have to really control your breathing, slow it down, particularly the out breath. Okay, floor jacks, let's go. In your rest period, it's a good way to get yourself to control your breathing rather than the other way around. Really try to control the out breath. Start there and your breathing will get more controlled. Same thing if you suffer from a lot of anxiety. I have asthma, so it's one of the tricks I do where you want to open up the lungs, just try to really control the breathing, starting with the out breath. Otherwise, you tend to panic, breathing becomes more shallow, and you just get yourself into a bit of a downward spiral. Remember, you control your body, not the other way around. Your body does the work, your mind does the rest. Your mind makes the difference. We could all stop right now. I kind of want to, I won't lie. But I've made a commitment, you've made a commitment. Rather than stopping entirely, move to some of the beginner versions of the exercises, but just keep going. The only thing that's going to stop you is your own determination, your own mind, your own attention. About 20 seconds to go here on this one. Got our fast feet. Fast feet. And then mountain climbers. Then we're on the floor for abs. So I keep having to wake up my Mac because even that's falling asleep. Okay, fast feet. Let's go. Last time around, so really go for it. Keep up the intensity for the whole, not even 40 seconds now. We're looking at under 30. So already more than a quarter of the way through here for this exercise. Now more than halfway through. Got about 10 seconds to go here. Let's go. Last little push for the last 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Now, down on the floor for abs. And we're going to start with our Sicilian crunch. So, crunch position. Imagine you're holding something here behind you. And you want to lift whatever that object is. Just imagine you're trying to lift it up. I don't want to see any movement of the arms like this. None of this. Rocking back and forth. Nice controlled movements here. Exhale as you come up. Squeeze the abs as you come up. You don't need to do these fast. Remember, a lot of abs exercises are more beneficial when you do them more slowly. We're going to do that one day with like a can of beans or something like that. We'll do that this week. Beans always make for a good weight substitute in a pinch. All right, we're going to do reverse crunch now. So crunch position here, move around a little, and we just want to tap with the toes on the floor, very light tap, then use the abs to bring the legs and the knees to the chest. You really want to feel that in those lower abs here. Exhale on the way up. Inhale on the way down. Nice and controlled. Keep that tension all the way through the movement. So even when you're coming down, I want you to still feel a sense of tension here, particularly in the lower abs. Okay, we're going to do our oblique jackknife now. So, lying flat, lean on one elbow, hands to the head, and crunch up. I'm trying to make my elbow touch my knee, crunching on the side. You'll really feel that in your obliques. If you want more of an advanced version, keep the bottom leg on the floor and just pulse up with the top leg. But if you can go for it, bring both off the floor. And we're going to flip over onto our other side. I'm going to do that this way around. So this position, hopefully you can see me, my little iPhone. All right, like this, make sure your body is straight, in a straight line. And lift. Exhale on the way up. And really crunch, crunch, crunch You'll feel that in the obliques. You'll see that. You'll start to see more of your abs popping by the end of this week, especially if you're eating as cleanly as you can. It can be a bit difficult at this time. A lot of people don't have access to basic necessities, basic goods that we take for granted. So all the more to be super grateful for what you do have in your life. All right, so last exercise, which I've completely forgotten, it's our negative crunch. So remember, we'll do that from this side. So this position, and you want to just stretch down, lean down, and then come up. So you'll really feel that, particularly in the upper abs here. If you have something where you can put your feet under something, I'm going to flip around to show you. I've got a sofa here, I can put my feet under. And then you just want to go down until you feel it here, and then come up. No rounding like this. Try and go straight. Okay. And now we're back to, God, I've totally lost it today. What was our Sicilian crunch? All right. Sicilian crunch, negative crunch. Sicilian crunch, negative crunch. So remember our Sicilian crunch, holding our dumbbell, just pulse up, head, neck, and shoulders off the floor. Keep the arms as straight as possible. Exhale on the way up. Really feel that crunch. Imagine for this one, when you're doing these types of crunches, that you're kind of squeezing together from the outside in your abs. Have that visual. Always helps to have a visual in mind. A visual in mind of what you want that muscle to look like that you are working, and to really bring your mind to that muscle. That will make the difference. Where I say your body does the work and the mind makes the difference, that is exactly how it works. So now we'll do our reverse crunch before moving on to our obliques. They have studies where they have monitored people who did not go to the gym, but they visualized a workout that they were doing. And over the course of several months, those people built up muscle, they lost weight, they lost fat, and it was just by taking some time to visualize the routine that they were doing without actually going to the gym to do it. I'm a great believer in manifestation, visualization, the power that we have in here to make things happen. So imagine if you couple your visualization with the actual exercise you're doing, how much fitter you're going to be, how much healthier in mind you're going to be. Let's do crunch up, both legs off the floor if you can. Second time around for this one. So if you've been having one leg on the floor and just doing one leg up, nothing wrong with that. Try to challenge yourself just to do even a couple where you can lift both legs off the floor. Oh God, starting to feel that now. All right, almost done here, people. It's my morning, not sure where you are. This is a great way to start the morning. You don't always feel like doing it, I won't lie. But once you start and you get into it, not only do you feel a great sense of achievement, but you feel set up for the rest of the day. You are almighty conquerors of your own lives, and this is proof of that. Because you made a commitment, you stuck to it, you did it, and you are stronger, not just in your body for it, but in your mind for it too. Now, negative crunch. So, if you do have something you can stick your feet under here, do. If you don't, it's totally okay. You can manage without. I'll do a little version of both. So up right here in a V, just go down as far as you can and come up. Exhale on the way up, inhale on the way down. You can still do this without any kind of weight on your feet. I'll show you. You come out of there. You're not going to be able to go down as far, but actually that will still work your abs, probably even harder, because you don't have any assistance, right? This is all abs, all you. Okay. I feel like we've forgotten one again. Did we forget one? Let's get back to our Sicilian crunch here. Got to check that because my timer is showing me that we missed something. Sorry, I realised I was doing that wrong. You want to have your knees up, bent here. You can do that version where legs are straight out like this, but we're not doing that today. That was my mistake. I was too busy thinking about the exercise that we missed. I feel like we've definitely missed one, but I can't think of what it is. Oh well, if I don't remember it by the end, then you guys will have lucked out. You've got a bit of extra rest. Reverse crunches, let's go. If you ever feel that you're compromising the quality of the work that you're doing, just stop, take a break, refocus the mind, and then come back to it. It's exactly what I did then. I realized I was like going through the motion of my reverse crunches. So I took a little breath, brought it back here, and started again. Okay, oblique jackknife, let's go. Left side. That's a killer. Oh my God. Okay. Yeah, we've definitely missed one. So I can't remember what it is. Stick with me. We're going to have a little finisher. But for now, go to the opposite side to do your opposite side jackknife. Now, you're working your oblique here, but I want you also to focus on tensing your abs as you're doing this. You should also feel some tension in the rest of the abs. Feel the almighty crunch in the oblique. But I want you to bring some tension here as well, because that will also work the rest of your abs. Okay, so last one is Sicilian crunch. Then we're going to have to do a little finisher, because I can't remember which exercise we missed out. Must be one of the cardio ones, I guess. All right, I'm going to do this way around. My feet are not under the little sofa here, so I'm just going to lean back. You don't want to overdo these. You have to do these very, very slowly and very controlled, using so many muscles in your back to do this. Try not to tense the legs or any other parts of the body. You just want to use the abs for this movement. Okay. I can't remember which exercise we missed, but we're going to do a little abs finisher, and it's going to be a full extend crunch. So stretch out. You can see me here. Move up a little. Stretch all the way out. And then we're going to crunch in. Bring the legs up. Bring the legs here, the arms here. Crunch and extend. I want to do these quite slowly. Take a little moment as you exhale and crunch up. Oh. And there we go. There is the bell. Oh, okay. Day 2 of 30 minutes abs done. 30 minutes abs, 30-minute hits. 30 minutes abs though. Maybe we'll do that after this lockdown challenge is done. I'll have to think about that. Stay safe, everybody. Be well, wash your hands, make sure you socially distance, and send lots of positivity out in the world. Hang on to your intention, and I will see you here again tomorrow.